All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for race number 2 and night number 1, week 4. We are at Charlotte tonight, and we are remembering Hayden Ross, 20-year-old out of Muskogee, Oklahoma, killed tragically Thursday morning in a four-wheeler accident. We will be having a moment of silence for him before the 3-wide thunder thank you. But at this time, I will ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Early light, what so proudly we hailed, how the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as we take a quick look at the quarter mark of the 305 season points-wise. Waiting for them to come up for me here. I know that things are a little bit delayed, but I forgot to save them to my phone, so I can't look at them live. And there they are. So, your leader right now is Dustin Sargent. Austin Medea is second. Third, Bobby Evertson. Tied for fourth is Trevor Kuna and Dylan Subert. Sixth is Martin Duran Jr. Seventh, Ian Humphreys. Eighth, Kyle Rozak. Ninth, Jerry Rogers. 10th, David Termaski. 11th, Brian Gunderson. 12th, Corey Kerstetter. 13th is Chris Forsyth. 14th, Chris Taniason. 15th, Robbie Milburn. And 16th is Matt Mateer. As we get ready to go back to, we got a little bit of time left here in practice. This is up to race control to advance. It looks like they're going to go ahead and probably run it out a couple more minutes. Try to get this track a little bit racier. We do have 9 cars signed up tonight. Right now it is Austin Medea in the 20, leading practice. All 9 cars are within a second of each other. Your top 3 are all within a tenth of a second. And that is Austin Medea, Ian Humphreys, and Kyle Rozak. As right now we watch the 008 of Bobby Everson. Now jump back to the 20 of Austin Medea. Track starting to get a little bit of slick in it, which we kind of like to see that. 20 lap A main for the 305 sprint cars. We will have 2 heats. Our moment of silence for Hayden Ross. And then the 3 wide Thunder, thank you. We are now up to 10 cars tonight. That is 2 heats of 5 cars. Your 10 cars tonight are the 008 of Bobby Everson, the 20 of Austin Medea, the 24 of Gavin Chatham. I believe Gavin is the first name on that one. The 26 of Ian Humphreys, the 33 of Dylan Subert, the 54 of Trevor Kuna, the 61 of Jerry Rogers, the 80 of Brian Gunderson, the 313 of David Tamarsi, and the 602 of Kyle Rozak. As we get ready to qualify now, as they have advanced to qualifying. And the first car out on track is going to be the 80 of Brian Gunderson. We will go ahead and jump right above his helmet for his qualifying laps. See him dive into 3 and 4. Hits the slick a little bit. Coming down to the white flag. You see that track starting to slick up. Coming down the back straightaway now through 1 and 2. Or through 3 and 4. Gunderson's first lap. A 15.389. Rozak to the top with us 14.712. Austin Medea now quick time 14.639. Now Subert to the top of the leaderboard with a 14.588. Everton, see here. Everton goes quicker, stays P2. Here comes the 24, Gavin Chatham, quick time 14.572. On lap number 2. Here comes the 313 of Tamarski. I think is how you say that. I have no clue how to say that name. David, if you're watching, please go ahead and tell me how to say that last name as he comes and takes that white-green flag. Running a lit just above the slick on that low side. Lap number 1. 6th quick is at a 14.745. Coming through 3 and 4. Lap number 2. Not as quick. Almost pretty consistent though. A 14.746. Humphreys sitting 4th quick on his first lap. Second lap, not as quick, a 14.712. We have Chris Forsyth out here taking some time, as 11 cars now running. Forsyth was quick time, 14.487, no practice, comes out here for qualifying, snatches that quick time away from Chatham. That's 10 drivers, one has not qualified yet. See here, trying to look through the list, figure out who it is has not turned a lap. Looks like the 54 of Trevor Kuna has not turned a lap yet. Not sure if he's gonna turn a lap. He might have got the wall, as we have about a minute left in qualifying here. Right now it's Chris Forsyth, Gavin Chatham, Dylan Subert, Bobby Evertson. Fifth is the 26th of Ian Humphreys. Sixth is the 20th of Austin Medea. Kyle Rozak in the 602, seventh. 313 of David Termosky, sitting 8th. 9th is the 61 of Jerry Rogers. And the last car to take a time, as of right now, is the 80 of Brian Gunderson. We still do not see the 54 out on track. About 20 seconds remaining. I'm guessing that he either hit the wall or decided that he was just going to start from the back and see what he could do. All right, as we get ready to line up for heat number 1, starting on the inside of the front row is the 225 of Chris Forsyth. To his outside is the 33 of Dylan Subert. Rolling off on the inside of row number 2 is the 26 of Ian Humphreys. To his outside, the 602 of Kyle Rozak. And then rounding out the field is the 61 of Jerry Rogers. 5 cars, 8 laps. Although I do believe there should be a 6th car here. Should be that 54 rounding out the field. Kind of waiting to see what happens here. Yes, there he is, the 54 of Trevor Kuna is our 6th and final starter. As everybody gets ready to roll. Although it looks like maybe Forsyth took an EOL. That will move that inside line up, allowing the 26 of Humphreys to sit on pole. Again, we want to welcome everybody that's watching to Thunder Racing League TV. If you have not already done so, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and make sure to share the stream. Let's get as many eyes on these drivers as we can. Some of them have real life sponsors on these cars, paying the bills for their actual racing. As pace truck is off, Ian coming into 3 and 4, and it's hammer time. Ian Humphreys waiting deep into the zone to get going. But that allows him to get out in front. As right now, the battle is for this third spot. The 602 of Rozak working down low. Oh, here comes Kuna. They're 3 wide for third. The 61 of Jerry Rogers still holding on to it as they're side by side behind him. They're wing to wing down the front straightaway. Now the 62 of Rozak trying to make a run up the bottom of Rogers. Kuna all the way to the high side. And now Rogers shuffled back. Your battle up here. The 602, the 54. Made 54 of Kuna. Gets around the 602. Now here comes Forsyth working the inside of the 602. Forsyth has a nose out, but the 602 gets a run down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Forsyth continuing to work that inside line. Close, but I believe the 62 had it that time. Here comes Forsyth with a little bit of a short slider. Kind of breaks the momentum of Rozak there. Now Forsyth up to the wall. 2 laps to go for your leader, Ian Humphreys, as he's out to almost a 3/4 second lead. As Forsyth makes another big slider, trying to hold on to that 5th spot, excuse me. No, that's the 4th spot. Now trying to work to take third away as your leader, Ian Humphreys, comes to shake the checkered. Ian Humphreys for the win. Second place is Subert. Third, Trevor Kuna. Fourth is Christopher Forsyth. As we get ready to line up heat number 2, starting on the inside, that is going to be the 24 of Gavin Chatham. Along the outside of row number 2, it is the 008 of Bobby Evertson. Inside row number 2, the 20 of Austin Medea. And to his outside, the 313 of Dave Tecumseh. It looks like I believe the 80 did not make the call. Looks like the 24 may have taken an EOL here as well. As they get the 1 to green this time by. It will be on the 20 of Austin Medea to start it. As they come through 3 and 4, it's hammer time. The 20 of Austin Medea on that loud pedal. With the 008 of Bobby Evertson, not letting him get away as Bobby works that high side. Getting a good run down the back straightaway. Right there on the back bumper of the 20 of Medea. They're nose to tail through 1 and 2. Evertson working a little bit higher. You see him back there. Side by side, down the back straightaway into turns 1 and 2. Now, here comes Evertson with a slide job. Medea with a crossover. Will Medea slide him? He does, and a crossover by Evertson. And now Evertson throws the slide job and a crossover by Medea. Evertson at the line that time by. Now Medea, slide job on Evertson. Evertson looking low to cross him over, and he does. Down into 3 and 4. Another slide job by Evertson. Crossover by Medea. Contact. Evertson a little bit sideways. Oh! As Chatham hard into the back of the 20, and the 008 spin-in pulls her to the infield. Man, you hate to see it. Slide job. It was clean, hard racing. Just getting them a little bit stacked up. But now it is to the pay window for Austin Medea. The 24 of Gavin Chatham running quite a ways back in second place. Third is the 313 of David Tomarski. And then Bobby Evertson is down off the track with some bad damage from that little stack up. As we go back up with 2 laps to go for, oh, that is the Austin Medea won that one. As we get ready to line them up here, and we will have a moment of silence once we get them lined up on the front straightaway. All right, at this time, we will go ahead and have the moment of silence for Hayden Ross. All right, once again, that was our moment of silence for the 20-year-old super late model driver, Sooner Regional super late model driver, Hayden Ross, 20 years old, losing his life Thursday morning. We will now go ahead and get them into their 3-wide Thunder thank you formation and let them go ahead and burn the track off after that.
All right, guys, go ahead and do your 3-wide.
Ladies and gentlemen, here they come out of turn number 4. They're 3 wide to tell each and every one of you thank you for the support and views. It's the 3 wide Thunder thank you. All right, we're going to go ahead and crank it up and let you enjoy the sights and sounds of these cars. All right, just 15 seconds left to go in practice here. And at the top of the leaderboard is the 24 of Gavin Chatham. Second is Bobby Everson. Third, Dylan Subert. Fourth is Chris Forsyth. As that wraps up warm-ups, we will get ready to go feature racing. And your starting lineup looks like this. On the inside of row number 1, it is the 26 of Ian Humphreys. To his outside is the 20 of Austin Medea. Inside row number 2 is the 33 of Dylan Subert. Rolling off fourth is the 24 of Gavin Chatham. Rolling off fifth is the 54 of Trevor Kuna. And to his outside, the 313 of Dave Termarshi. Seventh is the 225 of Christopher Forsyth. And to his outside, the 008 of Bobby Everson. Inside row number 5 is the 602 of Kyle Rozak. With the 80 scheduled to be on his outside, not making the call. So it should be Jerry Rogers moving to the outside. As it looks like maybe we had the 20 taken EOL. So now that outside row moves up one. You got the 24 of Gavin Chatham starting P2 now. We will definitely go back and try to watch Medea as he is quick. We'll see if he can get up here. As it is hammer time. The 26 of Humphreys, again, late into the zone. But hard on the gas, out to an early lead. As it is a hornet's nest behind him, the 54 sliding up. Everton really nowhere to go. They're 3 wide back there. Now they're back down to 2. Little bit of contact between the 008 and 54, but they get it sorted out. Everton now working the inside. And he's got it. Now Forsyth working the bottom. Rozak to the high side. Here comes the 20 of Medea. Up here trying to get into the top 5 spot. Medea working that high side through 1 and 2. Looks like we may have a battle for the lead. As here comes Gavin Chatham looking to the high side of Humphreys. Humphreys able to hold him off for now. As they are bumper to bumper. Bobby Everton securely in third. Still somewhat of a hornet's nest back here around this 7th spot as Rozak and Forsyth battle side by side. And caution is out. Oh boy, that looks like it might be the 008 involved in that one. Ooh, looks like there was another car already stopped. Little bit of contact for the lead. Looks like the leader up into Humphreys. That causing a pile up. No, thankfully nobody up and over. We'll take a look at that one more time. Right on board with the Bobby Everton. As you see, not quite clear. Everton nowhere to go. Loops are around. 33 nowhere to go. Stacking them deep and selling them cheap in turn number 1. Luckily, everybody able to get back out there. Able to keep rolling, maybe pull in, use a quick repair. But your leader, if he does not get the EOL here, will be the 24 of Gavin Chatham. And when we go back green this time, we will do a throwback to our old days when we were being broadcasted by Wild Horse. We will do a crank it up. You don't see it much in the dirt side, but we're going to do it here tonight. All over the place. As you see the 225 of Forsyth trying to work the inside of 54 Acuna. That is for your final podium position. As slide job by Forsyth. He's got it at the line. Move Forsyth up into third. Gavin Chatham in the 24 running away with it so far. Austin Medea running second. Third is that 225 of Chris Forsyth. Fourth is the 54 of Trevor Kuna. Fifth is the 602 of Kyle Rozak. As Subert got around him, so move Rozak to sixth. And the 33 of Subert to fifth. Seventh is the 008 of Bobby Evertson. Eighth is the 26th of Ian Humphreys. And ninth is the 61 of Jerry Rogers. And 10th is the 313 of Dave Termonski. 5 laps to go for your leader. Comfortably out front. We did see a little bit of a battle up here. Trying to find where I seen it. As Subert. Rozak still not letting Subert get away. Humphreys is around Evertson. We will go back up front. 20 with the 24. 2 laps to go. Coming down to take the white flag this time by. White flag in the air for Gavin Chatham. Almost a 2-second lead. Everybody pretty well spaced out. Gavin Chatham easily with this win. Forsyth not able to make a run on the 20 of Medea. Your top 3, Gavin Chatham, Austin Medea, and Chris Forsyth. We will wait for them to pull into the waiting room, and then we will go ahead and give them their interviews. Your full field rundown while we wait for that. Gavin Chatham bringing home the win. Second is the 20 of Austin Medea. Third is the 225 of Chris Forsyth. Fourth is the 54 of Trevor Kuna. Fifth is the 33 of Dylan Subert. Sixth is the 602 of Kyle Rozak. Seventh, the 26 of Ian Humphreys. Eighth is the 008 of Bobby Everton. Ninth was the 61 of Jerry Rogers. And 10th was the 313 of Dave Tomarski. All right, now we just wait for them to get up here in the booth. 24 doing an extra victory lap there. Get to talk to Austin again. As there is our winner, Gavin Chatham. Pull him up here. Got a copy, Gavin?
I hear you.
All right, walk us through your night. Looked like you had a pretty dominating car there. Little bit of contact about the halfway point. Walk us through your night, and
well,
how could anybody have stopped you?
It was a pretty good night. You know, it's so important with these dirt races that you gotta qualify well, start win your heat race or do well in your heat race, start front for the feature. When we did all that, unfortunately, we missed the drivers' meeting. We were running behind tonight, and but we were still able to get a decent finish in the heat race, and then ran really well in the feature. Had the line figured out, and then the car was working really well. I'll have to go back and watch the replay. I'm not sure exactly what happened with Ian. I don't want to make any. I don't want to say anything before I know what I'm looking at here. I know it's tight race in there, and I was definitely a little bit quicker than him. But the race control made the call, and that's what it is. But it was a tough race between both of us, but it was a good night for us, and it feels good to pick up the first win in this league.
All right, yeah, congratulations. When's the next time we are gonna see you? Do you know?
Probably next week. I won't be able to make tomorrow night, but probably next next Monday night I'll probably be up for the late models and the midgets again. Even though I don't do too good in the midgets, but we'll get it figured out.
They're a hard car to drive, but they're fun.
I feel like they will be once I get them figured out. But I've ran maybe 2 or 3 midget races, and I usually don't run very long in them. So we'll get it figured out. We'll hopefully be competitive with everybody else.
So how do you feel going into USA if next week is the next time we get to see you?
USA is pretty. It's a decent track for me. You got to be really good on the bottom. You got to be able to roll the bottom well. If you can do that, especially when the track slicks off all the way to the top, I think that if you can roll the bottom well, you should be pretty dominant. But USA is one of those weird tracks where if you don't hit it right, there's no forgiveness there, and you're not going to be fast at all. So it's a decent track for me. I do enjoy it, but we'll see what it brings.
All right. Well, congratulations on the W tonight. Any sponsors, shout outs, anybody you want to thank for getting you here?
Just thank you guys for putting on this league. It's a good time when I can make it. It's fun to race. It's always fun to race and get on the racetrack. I want to thank Northeast Outlaw Motorsports, Chatham Motorsports, MSMD Designs, and Velocity Race Designs. It gives us awesome wraps and make us look good even when we're not running too well. We at least look good doing it. But that's everyone. I thank everybody for helping out with this car, and thank you guys again for putting on the broadcast.
All right, appreciate you coming out, Gavin. Because without drivers, there is no league. So thanks for coming out and supporting us. And
absolutely, thank you for. Sorry, thank you. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it, and we'll catch you next time. All right.
All right. That was your winner, the 24 of Gavin Chatham. And bringing home second, we get to talk to him again tonight, the 20 of Austin Medea. You got a copy, Austin?
Yeah, I got you, Jay.
All right, podium 2 times in a row. Walk us through your night, and was there anything you could have done to catch Gavin?
Now it started out a little rough in the heat. Kind of got into Bob. We were having an awesome battle up front, and just kind of lost where he was on the track and fed him a right rear. Then I started in the back for the feature, worked my way up. The caution kind of helped me get up to the front quicker, and then Gavin was just all out in front. I think I would have needed another caution for him to try to catch him, but yeah.
All right. So are we going to see you tomorrow night or Wednesday at all?
I'll run the midgets tomorrow.
All right. How do you feel getting ready to climb into a midget here at Charlotte?
I think I'll be able to get another podium in the midget. Like I said before, Charlotte gives me an issue no matter what car I'm in, so we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, let's do the sponsors shout outs one more time. I know we just heard them, but let's hear them again because without the sponsors and everybody supporting us, we wouldn't be doing this. So let's go ahead and give them their attention.
I'd like to thank the guys over at Black Bullet Racing, Admin Box, Derek LLC, Mimi's Making a Motion, Du Bois Welding, Getting Mobiles Repaired, Getting Hooked, W Energy, CTFX Design, you guys at Thunder Racing League for throwing these events on, and for the guys in Race Control.
All right. Congratulations, and we will see you tomorrow night.
Yep, sounds good. See you, Jay.
All right. That was your second place finisher, the 20 of Austin Medea. And bringing home the final podium spot, the 225 of Chris Forsyth. You got a copy, Chris?
Yeah, you're a little hard to hear, but I got you.
All right. Is there anything you could have done to catch the guys in front of you?
Not have EOL to have a better starting spot in the feature.
I'm assuming you got that for missing the driver's meeting?
Yeah, I felt it to be fair. I did hear it because I was in race control. But being as I joined the actual server late, I thought it was only fair to start in the back. Plus, I didn't have any laps really to warm up. So I was like, screw it. It's not going to hurt me that bad. I didn't really care.
Yeah, no, definitely didn't hurt you bad going quick time in qualifying there. So that's pretty awesome when you don't turn any laps and get a quick time. Like I said, Heat EOL, able to work your way by the end of the feature back up into a podium spot. Do you think you'd have had anything for Austin or Gavin?
I was just talking to Gavin about that. It'd have been nice to have been up there in the front the whole race to see kind of what was working, what wasn't, versus what the fast guys were doing. But I don't know if I would have made it up there without that incident that took out, 3 or 4 cars up toward the front. It's really hard to get around people on that track. I mean, with the 305 for sure, it's hard.
All right. So I know usually Monday nights you run the midgets and Mark runs late models. Is that the plan for tomorrow night?
I'll have to talk to him still, and I am on call and the Raider games tomorrow. So that's a lot of hurdles to dodge, but we'll see what happens. If we can get more people in the race control to help out, it'd be great for situations like that. Because I don't know if I'll be called out, and I would love to watch the division game with football. My team's playing tomorrow, and it'd be nice to watch that and not have to worry about TRL being covered as far as race control. So hopefully we get that situated soon.
Yeah, hopefully. I will say it looks like we have a couple people that are starting to raise their hand a little bit more, which if any of you guys are watching, thank you. We will try to get you in here and get you set up for it. And I want to thank you for your dedication, Chris. And I love seeing you and Mark both when you guys get podiums because you put so much work into this league. You two work on this league almost as hard as I do. So I appreciate your guys' hard work, and I love seeing you guys get podiums.
It's a great league, man. What you do for the drivers, try to make it a starter set. Just going to the fixed setups now with the lower power cars, I think is good, and hopefully we'll bring more people in. Later on when we do it again next season. I guess not next season, but I guess 4A.
Yeah.
At least some people get their feet wet.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean it does seem to. I know, and it sucks that we lost our point leader because of going to fixed setups, but it does seem to have brought more people in because both 358s and these 305s we had the most amount of drivers that we've had yet. So
Yeah, I was on the fence of joining because I didn't know Mark's status. But once he said he can go ahead and take it, I figured I'll just jump in, at least help broadcast and get some wheel time. I don't really race as much anymore, so I'm kind of glad I did. And another podium. Last 2 weeks I got a podium, so I'm pretty happy about it. 2 different cars.
All right. Sponsors, shout outs, anybody you want to thank for getting you here?
Oh man, you won't catch me off guard. Obviously my teammates. Without them, none of this would happen, honestly, because they push each other, and we all just try to hard to get everybody going in the right direction, pushing. I believe one of our main sponsors is Debbie. We got yourself, the Jay's Mobile Repair. I believe we have. I'm not even looking at my thing. I really need to. I need to run more. Be ready for this.
Yeah, Nuke set up on their CTF.
Yeah, Nuke. Yeah. Whatever you see. I don't run enough, and I don't get podiums enough to actually memorize that stuff. But yeah, and TRL, man. TRL, I've been with TRL. I've been with you almost 3 years now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you came in 360s season 1, if I remember right.
Yeah, and I actually did very well, and I was surprised, and it ran real well. We had a lot of cars right off the bat with the fixed series. Had great battles with Blake and who the other gentleman. We had a couple that are always up there. The Australian guy, I can't remember him.
Oh, yeah, gosh, I can't remember his name, but yeah, I remember
But
what you're talking about.
He was always up front, and then after that season, he just grew rapidly and got up to like 4 or 5K iRating. Real good dude, but he had troubles getting that victory.
Yep.
I think he got a couple on the 410 the following season though. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I grew a lot with TRL, and I really want to see it succeed. That's why I'm trying so hard to help out as much as I can, and I'm glad a lot of other people are stepping in to try to help out. Obviously, every season, everybody does whatever they do, and some go, some stay. But what you do is great, and I hope it continues, and hopefully succeed with it.
All right, yeah, I feel like, and it's always been the 305s, and now that we've gone into different disciplines other than just wing sprint cars, the lower power cars always seem to have a lower car count. But as you mentioned, this is kind of a starter league. Good place for drivers to get their feet wet. So we will always run these lower powered cars for drivers to get their feet wet. But yeah, I appreciate you sticking it out, and congratulations on a podium.
Well, thank you, sir. Maybe next week I can be more prepared and make it a run. What's the track next week?
Next week we roll into USA.
Oh, another big one. That's a technical / big one, so that should be fun.
Yeah, and USA, if I remember right, slicks off more than almost any other track out there. So
that's the bumpy one, like Williams, I believe, too.
Yeah, I think the only one that may slick off a little bit more than USA is Lanier.
We'll see what the drivers do next week. Maybe they won't get on the track as much and let it calm down and not be too slick. So at least the racing's good and not too many cautions.
Yeah, but congratulations again, and we will talk to you later.
All right, man. Thank you.
Yep. All right. That was your third place finisher, Chris Forsyth. And with that, we will get our sponsors and shout outs out of the way. I want to thank Sneed Game Farms. They are giving the Sneed Game Farm Dedicated Driver Award. That award is a $10 bonus to the driver that has the most qualifying attempts across all 5 series. School of Sim Racing, providing all our Midget and Thunder Throwdown Series fixed setups. Stevenson Family Performance, they are a financial backer of the league. Check them out on Facebook, Stevenson Family Performance. Giddings Mobile Repair for all your automotive needs. Anywhere within 60 miles of Tulsa, Oklahoma, check them out on Facebook. They are a financial backer of Thunder Racing League. Diamond Designs, they are providing a free wrap to each series champion. Valued at almost $20 a piece, that is over $100 worth of wraps being handed out. Veterans and Warriors One-Stop Shop. They are a nonprofit organization geared towards ending veteran suicide. Check them out on Facebook, Veterans and Warriors One-Stop Shop, or get a hold of Justin Jones in the Discord. He will have the VWAS behind his name. One suicide is too many. Right now we are at 22 veterans a day taking their own lives. If you can, please donate to try to help end veteran suicide. And with that, I would like to wish you all a good night. This is Jay Giddings from Thunder Racing League TV.